Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. It is Julie here with your TipRanks pre-market morning update, where we're bringing you everything you need to know before the market opens. So let's get into it. Alright guys, welcome back and welcome to the very first day of March. I don't know about you, but February flew by for me. This morning, we'll be taking a look at exciting stock market news, notable earnings reports, and which stocks are the morning's biggest gainers and losers. Don't forget to stop by the TipRanks website to check out their newest tool, the ETF research site. Here you'll find a comprehensive list of almost 7,000 different ETFs. You can explore details of all of the ETFs holdings, and see overall price targets from analysts, including a breakdown of the highest and lowest potentials. Of course, there are a lot more features than that, so make sure you follow the link in the description down below and check out the ETF research tool for yourself. Now we have a lot of information to get through this morning, so let's jump right into this morning's exciting stock market news. U.S. stock futures are in the green this morning following data from China that their economy rebounded last month after lifting a lot of their COVID-19 restrictions. Right now, Dow futures are up 0.22%, S&P 500 futures up 0.26%, and NASDAQ futures up 0.42%. Tesla is hosting their investor event today, and it is expected that the event will move their stock price. In which direction is up for debate. The event will give investors the chance to hear from Elon Musk about the EV company's strategy and future. It is expected that they'll offer an update on its next generation vehicle, potentially a less expensive car. But the stock's recent run-up has made some traders nervous. Barclays analyst Dan Levy wrote on Monday that he's expecting it to be a sell the news event. So we will see how updates from the event are received. Analysts currently rate the Tesla stock a moderate buy, coming in with a pretty flat price target. Next up, we have Novavax. Now, this update comes on the back of their earnings and revenue miss, but I'm putting it in the news section here as the bigger update is that the company said they have significant doubt about their ability to continue operating this year. The company said that they expect to have enough cash to fund their operations through the year, but that expectation is subject to significant uncertainty related to 2023 revenues, among other factors. Given those uncertainties, there is substantial doubt existing regarding their ability to continue. The company's revenue has been falling related to its COVID-19 vaccine, of which they sold 3.2 million doses to the U.S. government last July and another 1.5 million doses in January. But those contracts are likely to dry up as the country switches to a commercial market. The Novavax stock is currently down 25% in the pre-market, with a moderate buy rating from analysts with one hold rating coming in today. After completing lengthy upgrades on their spacecraft, Virgin Galactic says that they are on track to resume space flights in the coming months. Their CEO said that our near-term objective for commercial spaceline operations is to safely deliver recurring flights with our current ships while providing an unrivaled experience for private astronauts and researchers. The company's first commercial flight is expected to carry members of the Italian Air Force before moving on to flights from its backlog of private paying customers. Their stock is currently rated a moderate sell with an average downside of 33%. And we have vehicle delivery numbers for Chinese electric vehicle companies NIO, Li Auto, and XPeng. NIO delivered just over 12,000 vehicles in February, which was up from about 8,500 vehicles in January, but down from over 15,800 delivered back in December. Li Auto delivered 16,620 vehicles in February, up from about 15,000 in January, and looking forward, they're expecting about 21,000 vehicles to be delivered in March. And XPeng delivered just over 6,000 EVs in February, which was up 15% from about 5,200 vehicles delivered back in January. Now, moving over to notable earnings reports. In the after hours today, we'll be hearing from Snowflake, Salesforce, Plug Power, and Splunk. Yesterday, we were supposed to hear from Marathon Holdings, but they have postponed as they receive continued pressure from the SEC. They will restate their quarterly results due to certain accounting errors that were identified after the company received a comment letter from the SEC. Last night, we heard from AMC Entertainment. Their stock is down over 8% this morning, despite posting a smaller than expected loss. They reported a quarterly loss of 14 cents per share, which was 8 cents narrower than expected. Meanwhile, their revenue of $990 million did fall 15% year over year, but came in just over $13 million ahead of expectations. Analysts rate their stock a moderate sell with an average downside of 54%. Shares of Rivian Automotive are falling, down over 9% after they posted mixed results and sluggish future production guidance. For the year ahead, Rivian has a production target of 50,000 vehicles versus the expectation of over 62,000. Their quarterly loss per share of $1.73 was 22 cents narrower than expected, but their revenue of $663 million missed expectations by $66.4 million. Their stock is currently rated a moderate buy with an average upside of 70%, including a lot of new buy ratings coming in today. We heard from EV company NIO. They missed on both earnings and revenue. They posted a loss per ADS of 44 cents per share, which was 21 cents wider than analyst expectations. Their revenue of $2.33 billion did grow 62% year over year, but was $230 million shy of estimates. Their stock is currently rated a moderate buy with an average upside of 92%. Home improvement retailer Lowe's is fairly flat this morning after they posted mixed results for their quarter. Their fourth quarter earnings per share of $2.28 came in 7 cents ahead of analyst expectations, but their revenue of $22.4 billion missed expectations by $310 million. Looking forward for 2023, the company expects total sales of $88 to $90 billion, just below the $90.66 billion consensus. Analysts currently rate their stock a moderate buy with an average upside of 12%. And then we have retailer Kohls. Their stock is dropping, currently down about 9% after posting a big surprise earnings miss and a miss on revenue as well. They reported a loss per share of $2.49, missing analyst expectations by a whole $3.46 per share. Their revenue of $6.02 billion dropped over 7% year over year, just missing expectations by $10 million. For the year ahead, they're expecting a decrease in their net sales of 2 to 4%. Analysts currently rate their stock a hold with an average price target of $30. Now let's take a look at which stocks are the morning's biggest gainers and losers. Our biggest gainers this morning are led by Sarepta Therapeutics following their fourth quarter earnings report. Trading under the ticker SRPT, their stock is up 16.5%. They're followed by Duolingo under DUOL, up 13.45%, and Payoneer under PAYO, up 10%. And our biggest loser this morning is led by First Horizon after TD Bank said they would not get the regulatory approval to complete their acquisition by May. Trading under the ticker FHN, their stock is down over 23%. They're followed by Marqeta under MQ, down 19.8%, and National Vision Holdings under EYE, down 11.6%. So that is going to be everything for Wednesday's pre-market morning update, getting you up to speed with what you need to know before that opening bell. If you made it to the end of today's video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and say good morning in the comments. I always love hearing from you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you back here next time.